Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. There's a few pretty cool pieces of news that I just ran into that I wanted to go over. And the first is, this was a tweet from XRP at XRP Community API. Hello everyone, after weeks of work, we were able to offer you the first independent XRP price tracking platform in real time. So if you're wanting to go check this out, it's xrpcommunity.pw. It says, we hope you enjoy the tool and above all, talk about it around you. So y'all need to go and retweet this from him if you can, and then go check this out. And I'll tell you what the significance of this is. I'm going to refresh this and see if anything has changed. But anyway, this gives you, it basically tells you all the exchanges that XRP is on, and then it shows you the different pairings, like on Altium, which I've never heard of, but let's look at Binance. XRP BNB, XRP BTC, XRP ETH, XRP USDT. And those of you that have seen us on Twitter trying to get XRP as a base pair, we want to get pairings with like the US dollar and the euro, those type of things on Binance, and that would be really helpful. But anyway, I wanted to show you, you'll be able to go as we move forward in this market over the next few months and years. You'll be able to come here and you'll be able to see how many different markets there are and look at these. And this will, at a glance, show you how XRP is growing from the XRP ecosystem. The liquidity is growing. As these numbers increase, just imagine, now think about this, just think about it for a minute like this. This is showing 27 exchanges. I know there's more exchanges than that, so I'm not sure exactly why they're putting 27. Maybe they're just doing, I didn't see any clarification on why they would just have 27. It may be just the 27 biggest by volume, I don't know. So maybe they can answer that question for us. But anyway, you'll be able to come here and at a glance, you'll be able to see how things are improving for XRP and go, and they've got the price, low, high, ask, bid on all of these, and then they've got the charts that you can click on as well. So moving along, this is important. Galaxy S10 may be the first Samsung phone with cryptocurrency built in. Now, I'm not going to read you this whole article, but the gist of it is this. This is what's coming, folks. Built-in cryptocurrency wallets on the mobile phones that we buy. Now, just imagine the impact of that. That's what they're talking about here, is this Galaxy S10 having a built-in cryptocurrency wallet that has the functionality for you to send and receive your digital assets. That is huge, okay? We're making all the steps towards complete world domination and adoption here, okay? And this is one of those steps, and that's why I showed it to you. Next, I haven't talked about J.C. Collins in a while, but this guy's a really smart guy. And before I show you this, I want to show you his website. So if you haven't gone to his website's called philosophyofmetrics.com. And he talks about economics, esoterics, geopolitics, and the science of patterns. He's a very deep thinker. I mean, this guy's pretty sharp guy. But he's got XRP articles on here. He's got it where there's some articles you can read for free, and there's others you have to join. And his site is supported by Coil, as you can see down here. But he tweeted this out today. Like I've been saying, in case there was any doubt, this Cambrian explosion, this is a quote from this article I'm about to show you. This Cambrian explosion of crypto assets may precipitate one of the greatest reorganizations of wealth and transformations of the global economy in history. And what this is, he's linking to an article from the Financial Post here. And this article really captures, I talked to you a lot about the big picture. This is the big picture. The big picture is everybody's looking at a little tiny 1 year window of crypto assets. Well, I'm about to show you what the big picture is and why the world's about to change. And what he's saying here, this quote is in the article. You're talking about probably the greatest reorganization of wealth and how money moves in the history of the world. And so here's the article that he's talking about. Crypto assets will revolutionize financial services for those who play the long game. In my opinion, the long game in this space could be 2 to 5 years. I think 5 years would be long. In fact, Brad Garlinghouse has said that it's not important to him what you see in months or a year even. He said what will be important is what the XRP price looks like in 5 years. And I think he's 100% right. Now, I'm not saying we're going to have to wait 5 years. I don't believe that at all. I think that it's going to hit some crazy prices before 5 years. I think it'll hit prices even the people that are running Ripple and people that have been involved in this early on couldn't even imagine. I don't think they imagined 350 as fast as it hit last December. But anyway, it says the recent price decline, a rare collision of factors, has proved that people overestimate the potential for technology short term and underestimate it long term. Remember that, and underestimate it long term. And then they go on to give just a few reasons why the market came down. Basically, they're saying here that it had more or less gotten overheated, and the prices were overheated for what had been actually accomplished in terms of like utility. I mean, the prices had gotten ahead of what was actually happening. I mean, think about it. XRP had gotten to 350 without even having a product that was on the ground working. Now we have a product and the price is at 30 cents. So in my opinion, now we're at a place where XRP has a lot of catching up to do in terms of where it should be. But anyway, they mentioned that the exchange traded funds had not happened yet, and that kind of thing. So, but moving along here, I wanted to read you a couple of things out of this article that I think are very important that it said in here. Crypto assets are one facet of the financial services revolution, and their price is only one indicator of innovation. Asset classes and notional values of trillions of dollars, stocks, bonds, collectibles, and currencies, to name a few, could be transformed from analog to digital, and in the process force companies, governments, investors, and citizens to confront a brave new world. See, people, this is what's about to happen. What's about to happen is all of these people who have been talking down cryptocurrencies and all this, what's going to happen is all of their, I don't care what it is, whether it's real estate, whether it's the stocks that they own, whether it's diamond, whatever, everything is going to begin to be tokenized, and that's what they're really talking about here. And as the public and as the world starts to see what's happening, that's when you're going to see them. They're going to jump on the XRPs of the world like it's white, like white on rice, as the saying goes. These guys are going to be all the investing public is going to be all over it. Another way of saying it, they're going to be on XRP like a cheap suit. Write that one down. The next thing that this article says, it says this new asset class includes some familiar elements. Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, blockchain's first killer app, and platform tokens such as Ethereum, but there are other asset types to watch. And then they go through the list, and they just kind of show you what's about to happen in terms of these assets. Utility tokens. This is where all this is going. Utility tokens. Crypto collectibles. They said, think about diamonds, fine art, virtual pets, crypto kitties. Security tokens, digital bonds, equities, and other securities that trade peer-to-peer. Natural asset tokens represent such tangible goods as gold, oil, carbon, peer-to-peer markets with real-time settlement. For example, the Royal Mint partnered with Chicago Mercantile Exchange to create Royal Mint Gold, a token backed by gold bullion in the Royal Mint's vaults. Digital fiat money is cryptocurrency issued and governed by central banks. Stable coins, native digital asset pegged to dollar reserves. Money is about to be made honest, and it's been forced by cryptocurrencies. The entire world is about to change. And those of you that have gotten all whiny and, oh, when's it going to go up and all that business, this is what you need to be looking at, because this is the big picture. This is what it's all about. And this is why everything's going to change, and the wealth of the world is going to be completely shuffled around. And in that process, we, holding XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created, are going to be the ones that were early to the party. And so I welcome everybody to the party. Come on. It's warm in here. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and tell your friends and family the following quote: "The Cambrian explosion of crypto assets may precipitate one of the greatest reorganizations of wealth and transformations of the global economy in our history. Securities markets, central banks, carbon markets, loyalty points, commodities, and virtually all other assets are about to go digital. We will see deep changes in our institutions, especially governments and banks." Thank you for listening.